Welcome back to The Point. I'm Barry Feldman of Feldman Creative. Here's a story that I've published more than once and continue to get enormously great feedback about. And it's interactive, so pay attention. Here we go. This version of it is called the Online Marketing Pop Quiz. You're bound to fail. You devour online marketing lessons. You feast on articles, reports, books, and ebooks. Perhaps it's so important to you. You spend some of your precious time attending webinars and conferences, and you can't help but join the conversation on blogs and via social media. Good for you. There's a ton of information to take in. The rules change daily, and if you're going to succeed with online marketing, you must master a good many practices, techniques, and tools. The experts keep serving up specialized dishes: content marketing, social media marketing, search marketing, permission-based marketing, inbound marketing, and fill in the blank here marketing. The more these ingredients get heaped onto our plates, the more the meal calls for a bowl and spoon. It's digital soup, my friend. Clarity is hard to achieve. Pencils out now, it's pop quiz time. The question: what should you focus on to make your online marketing more effective? Potential answers: A, content; B, social media; C, search; D, analytics; E, all of the above; F, none of the above. What do you think? I'm going to tell you the answer is F, none of the above. I told you this was a tough one. If you answered E, I guess it wouldn't be fair to give you an F. You study the choices and you decided it's not all that effective to focus on just one ingredient in this complex recipe. They're interdependent. You're right about that. But you're wrong to focus on tactics. As marketers, we fall into this trap time and again. Right now, in offices everywhere, marketers' pulses are racing with questions such as: how will we produce video content? What's our Facebook strategy? Should we revisit our keywords? What's producing the peaks and the valleys in our website traffic? These are good questions. I applaud you for asking them, and I agree wholeheartedly they demand thoughtful answers. However, you need to push questions such as these to the back burner until you answer a far more important question. What does the customer want? The customer. Notice I chose the singular, and I did that for a reason. The most effective online marketers have one thing, the word you, written boldly on a sticky note and forever attached to their frontal lobes. You is a person your marketing strategy must focus on, a word your copywriter must use, the living, breathing target market your designs need to appeal to, and your social media specialist must connect with. You has 5 senses. Can your marketing team state in no uncertain terms what he or she wants to hear, smell, touch, and taste? You is a person that opts in or out. You follows your company or your competitor. You either does or doesn't find your pages and posts via search. You affects your numbers, but is far more complex than a 0 or a 1. What's wrong with we? A month or so I'm on the phone with a new client and his marketing team, and they want to hear my honest opinion about their homepage. So I give it a quick once-over and I say, it's all so self-serving. The word we is in the subject of practically every sentence. Someone on the other end of the line doesn't like what I've said. He says, what's wrong with we? If I was in the same room, I might have kissed him for writing such a great line for me. Though it's the bane of copywriters the world over, in one form or another, clients have been asking this question since the beginning of time. So I go on to explain the website visitor isn't there for we. He's not interested in your company. He's dealing with a challenge. That issue got him a Googling, and lucky for you, it drove him here. If you feed him a steady stream of we, and start singing your own praises, he'll head right back to the search engine and find someone who's sincerely interested in helping him solve his problem. That's what's wrong with we. So now, here's a clinic in you. The most effective marketers focus on the customer. While it may be the oldest lesson in marketing communications, all you have to do is read corporate websites to be reminded how often it's shunned. Here's how to forge your way down the more effective you path. First, develop detailed customer personas. You can't push your customers' hot buttons until you know what they are. Conduct research by interviewing and surveying customers, observing social media behaviors, mining data and asking the sales and support team for insights gained from their interactions. Tooled with the answers to what makes your customers tick, you document fictional bios, or personas as they've come to be called, to represent different types of customers. Secondly, find the pleasure and the pain. The act of buying boils down to a person striving to avoid pain or increase pleasure. Yes, even in business. Understand what hurts and what makes the prospect's heart race. Next, recognize the hurdles. What might derail the sale? Potential hindrances often include price, terms, competitive offerings, approval protocols, risk, time frames, and lack of urgency. So take a proactive approach to addressing common deal breakers. Next, reorient your language. As soon as you find your communications creeping back in the direction of what you do and what you make and how you do business, stop. Retreat. Turn features into benefits. Turn around first and or third person voiced propositions into a you statement or question. Remember how to win friends and influence people. First of all, make your prospect feel important. Demonstrate appreciation and give encouragement. Next, arouse an eager want. These, of course, are Dale Carnegie's words, as are these. The only way on earth to influence people is to talk about what they want and show them how to get it. Next, smile. Okay, you're asking, smile in copy or things I write? Why not? Use welcoming, upbeat, and friendly words and spread the love. Next, personalize. Apply what you know to make your message as customized and as personal as possible. Next, talk in terms of the other person's interests. That's Dale Carnegie again, delivering a copywriting 101 course. And in Dale's legendary guidebook, he writes, "You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years trying to get other people interested in you." Next tip, track the challenges that really matter. The you path tends to take unexpected turns. That is to say, if you create a map and follow it forevermore, you're bound to get lost. The goal is to connect with and meet the needs of your audience, people, and people change. Remember the one thing that doesn't change. You're not going to dig into any deeply useful source about content that doesn't get into search, about social that doesn't get into content, and so on and so forth. Every conceivable combination. Now, these tactics are awesome. In this age dominated by all things digital, marketing is more fascinating than ever. However, the landscape evolves faster than ever. In the field of marketing, the lines will continue to blur. The tools and tactics we rely on will continue to change. The need to focus on the customer will not. And that's another wrap on this edition of The Point in Your Ear. I appreciate you listening and reading the blog at feldmancreative.com. Thank you very much. I'm Barry Feldman. I'll talk to you soon.